In fact, curvature of space-time is Einstein's general relativity is the theory of gravity, which suggests that mass and energy bends space-time. In fact, based on Einstein's general relativity, gravity is the curvature of space-time. The evidence for the experimental evidences for the phenomenon, that is curvature of space-time, the theory is the one is the gravitational lensing, and another one is starlight bending, and another one is the precession of the perihelion of Mercury's orbit, and so many of the another one is redshift, gravitational time dilation, Shapley effect, and the S2 star orbit around the galactic center, and so many evidences are there for the curved space-time. However, the interesting part is that my research suggests that in fact these whole phenomena like starlight bending, gravitational lensing, precession of the perihelion, this gravitational time dilation, all these phenomena can be explained in a different way. In fact, we can find a better explanation for this phenomena, all these phenomena. That is a gravitational. In fact, I am suspicious about gravitational waves, and I think that they have discovered some kind of disturbances in space or ripples in space. That is a different origin, I think. Is not related anyway. Is not at all related anyway with the gravity. I have an explanation for that. In fact, I have a okay. So all these phenomena are we can find better. There are better explanation for all these phenomena. It starts with the mass defect. That means, according to general special theory, mass and energy are interchangeable. Mass can be converted to energy and vice versa. The evidence for the mass energy conversion is the mass defect associated with the nuclear reactions. Nuclear reactions, you know that nuclear reactions create mass defect. So, according to special theory, mass defect is directly converted into energy. Other E equals mc squared. That formula suggests that energy and mass are equivalent and interchangeable. So, the experimental evidence for the mass energy equivalence, mass can be converted into energy. The evidence for that theory is the nuclear energy, release of nuclear energy. When there is a nuclear reaction happens, radioactivity, fission, fusion, even particle in a particle collision experiment, there is associated mass defect. According to the special theory, this mass defect are directly converted into energy. That is a special theory. That is a main core idea behind the special theory. However, my research led me to another different direction. That means a mass defect. A mass defect, the energy associated with the mass defect, any reaction, radioactivity, nuclear fission, fusion, particle collision experiment, whatever, the energy associated with the mass defect, most of the energy associated with the mass defect appears in the form of the kinetic energy of the product fragments or product particles. For example, when a alpha decay happens, when a uranium-238 alpha decays, the release of energy, there is a mass defect with the decay. This decay, this energy, most of the energy associated with this mass defect appears in the form of the kinetic energy of the alpha particle, and the recoiling when a uranium-238 alpha decays, the alpha particle will go one direction, only 6% of the speed of light, and the thorium uranium-234, that is the product nucleus, recoil in the just opposite direction. Now, if you see a fission reaction, for example, a fission of a uranium-235 nucleus. When a uranium-235 nucleus splits, fission undergoes a fission reaction. One krypton nucleus, one barium nucleus, and 4 neutrons will be released. Now, the neutrons are same mass neutrons, getting equal amount of kinetic energy and high speed. Neutrons will travel at a very high speed, but since they are the neutrons share the same mass, they propel at the same speed. At the same time, the krypton and barium is slightly heavier than krypton. So the speed of the krypton will be slightly faster than the barium. So at the same time, the barium and the krypton almost in the opposite direction. They travel almost in an opposite direction. So when you analyze all this, that is the equal massive neutrons are traveling almost at the same speed, and barium nucleus travel slightly less than the speed of krypton nucleus, since the mass difference. When you analyze all these process with the conservation of energy and momentum, mathematically, it leads to something, a very interesting conclusion. That is, this is not only applicable for fission of the uranium-235, any reaction, fission reaction, fusion reaction, deuterium-tritium fusion reaction, radioactivity, particle collision experiment, any reaction, when there is a mass defect, the energy released in the form of the kinetic energy of the product fragments or product particles. Now, when you analyze this process, any process like fission, fusion, whatever, now current came by. So analyze this phenomenon through the lens of, when you assess or analyze this phenomenon through the lens of the conservation of energy and momentum, it leads to an important, interesting possibility that there is an explosion. That means when a gun shoots a bullet, the bullet, since its mass is less, very much less massive than the gun itself, the bullet travels at a very high speed and the gun recoils in the opposite direction. Now, but there's in the interesting part is that it's just opposite direction. If bullet goes this direction, the gun recoils in the just opposite direction. So when you apply, when you see this phenomenon in the propulsion of a bullet through the lens of the conservation of energy and momentum, we can confirm that, mathematically reach conclusion that there is an explosion happening with the chemical explosion within the gun. So similarly, when you apply the conservation of energy and momentum, in this case the nuclear fission or fusion, whatever, the missing mass, we reach the same conclusion, that is, there is a high possibility of an internal explosion. So that is my discovery. So if that is the case, mass defect is a universally occurrent phenomenon. Every active stars in the universe, every neutron star collisions, black hole mergers, supernova explosions, all these events creates mass defect on a large scale. So if that is the case, that is, if every mass defect in the universe are explosively transformed into a super thin form of matter, if that is the case, then the entire universe is filled with it, because every stars in our galaxy, every galaxies in the entire universe, every mass defect. This see, for example, our sun, every second, each second, it converts billions of tons of ordinary matter into space-filling matter. That is the mechanism of the release of energy. So, since this mass defect is a universally occurrent phenomenon, and there are you know every active stars in the universe, every neutron star collisions, black hole mergers, all these events release space filling matter. So that means space is filled with this type of matter. Now the catch, now the important part. As a form of matter, this matter will be attracted by gravity. So our sun, stars, black hole, everything, every massive body, because of gravity, it maintains a dense region of this matter around it. So when a beam of light passes through that region of space, light will get refracted and bent. That can explain starlight bending and gravitational lensing. Now, all the phenomena which explained or predicted by the theory of relativity can be explained with the help of this space-filling matter. So that is a big revolution. So, in fact, I pinned a video on the disk and the link and the chat box. So if you click that link, you will get a better understanding. Yes, correct. Yeah, that is yeah, correct. So all these phenomena, because the expansion of universe, since each star release enormous amount of this matter, space-filling matter. So consider our galaxy. Since each star release space-filling matter, this will counteract the attractive force between them. So each star, since releasing this space-filling matter, to counteract the attraction between the stars, so the galaxy will expand. And if you consider each galaxy, since each galaxy expel enormous number of stars, a collection of total net effect of the stars, so the galaxy itself will expand. So that can explain the dark energy. Dark matter also can explain with this idea. So you can, if you are interested, you can read my book. So it is very interesting. So yeah, I will share the book link. Now only current came. I was sitting in the dark. Now current came. You know, share the link. Yeah, now I'm preparing my paper, research paper. I'm preparing my paper. Can I share my book link here? This is my book, Kindle ebook, Kindle is there, and the printed book also is there. You can purchase from Amazon. You do one thing. You search this my book title on Amazon. You can search this term on Amazon. If you search this title, you will get you can see the book on Amazon. Yeah, thank you. I'm preparing my paper, so I can't. I'm sorry, I can't detail more. Can't give more details because I'm preparing for peer review that paper. So anyway, the basic idea, the core concept, you can find from my book, and I have published numerous videos on my channel, and you can find the links in the description. I provided links to my videos. In fact, I published numerous videos on my channel, and thank you very much for your question. Yeah, that's what I said. Now we develop our theories. I am talking about the current theories. We develop concepts. We think about. We brainstorm new ideas, new engineering technologies, like all that, with our current knowledge. So, in fact, based on my studies, there are issues, so many issues with our current understanding of the universe. For example, this is a classic example of the mass energy equivalence principle. I respect Einstein. I appreciate Einstein. He proposed around 120 years earlier. He proposed that idea, and 120 years ago. I appreciate that. But so now that is our current understanding of the universe. The mass and energy are interchangeable. That is the current physics. So in fact, there is an issue with that concept. So yeah, our technology, every technology, every technology, when we brainstorm, when a scientist, researcher brainstorm ideas, he brainstorm he has the input. His input is the knowledge, the current existing knowledge. So we develop or think, brainstorm ideas based on what the existing information, existing knowledge. If there is an issue with the existing knowledge, then you will get in a wrong predictions, wrong assessment, or wrong analysis. So that's what I said. Once we upgrade our knowledge, then we don't know the universal speed limit, light speed. That is our current knowledge, but that I can't predict that. So that what I'm saying, telling that we have to upgrade our knowledge first, then only we can. Thank you, Pritam Rajput. Hello. So probably infinite possibilities is if there is a universal speed limit, there will be a reason for that. There will be a reason for the speed limit. If you want somebody develop a technology or a concept to overcome that limit, then that will break. That's what I'm saying. So nothing is fixed. Probably there's a possibility. We can't completely deny that possibility. That's what I'm saying. And I am not saying this is possible, but we can't deny that possibility, such possibilities. Hello, thank you for the question. I want to stress that here in this channel, I am a researcher, I am an independent researcher. So I am focusing my energy, my time, everything for developing my research. So if you would ask questions related with this new physics, that will be helpful. That type of questions you can ask to ChatGPT, Claude AI, all that. So you can hello Preetham Rajput. I pinned a video. I pinned a video in the chat box on the top of the, or I don't know if you are using mobile, probably in the down side. I pinned a link, video link. If you watch that video, you will get a better understanding of what I am discussing in this channel and what is new physics. I'm developing a new physics. Yeah. You can probably not confuse me because the artificial intelligence not getting your point. That's what you can. That is not. I think that probably is your prompt. You have to give a proper prompt, exact prompt, or better prompt. Then it will respond you properly. It doesn't understand what that's a high possibility. So you give a proper prompt. Even a prompt also you can create with ChatGPT. You can do like this. You write your question, and you ask GPT to correct this question, or you can do that. You can ask GPT only to correct this question without losing the core idea. You can ask that, then it will give a reply. Then the reply you can put to you can search. You can give that input, so you will get answer. Yes, light speed is not a universal constant. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting actually. Now, I hope you listened what I discussed earlier. Now consider this is our galaxy. Just it's a very interesting. This consider this is our Milky Way galaxy. So there are 300 to 400 billion stars are there. The center is bulge. Well, our galaxy is like a disk. The center is bulge like this. So the population star population is higher in this region, the central region. So now think like this: a beam of light traveling from one edge to the opposite edge. It is around 1 lakh light years. That is the current estimation. 1 lakh 100,000 light years. That is the diameter of this Milky Way galaxy. So now think about one beam of light starting from this edge to this. So as the light approaches each star, because once it will on the way in its path, it will meet millions of stars. So when each time the light interacts with a star, as it enters its high density region, the light will refract. The speed of light will reduce. Speed will slow down and refract, and it reaches the next adjacent star. Again, it will speed down, refract like that. So now think about like this. So it will pass by millions of stars. So each time when the light approaches a star, it will slow down and refract. So if you draw the path of the beam through across the path of the beam of light, then it will be like this. Exactly. It's very interesting. So light will go in a very highly curved path. If you observe in a vast distance, the path of light's path will be bended and twisted, and it will how many times it interact with the star. My current on. So how many times the star interact with the star systems, that much times the light speed will change. And also so what I'm saying is that the speed of light depends on the density of the space-filling matter. So the idea that the speed of light is a universal constant is a wrong concept. So current came back. So the universal constancy of light speed cannot stand. Yeah. So the important fact is that this is not due to the curvature of space-time. There is no curvature in space-time in the universe. As Einstein said, Einstein developed this theory of relativity, both general, special and general, based on two concepts. One is the universal constancy of light speed and the result of the Michelson-Morley experiment. Michelson-Morley experiment led the scientific community to disregard the idea that space is filled with something that is called ether. but I am not using the word either, but I would like to use the term space filling matter. So ether is a space filling matter. So the Einstein developed the theory of relativity based on two ideas, core concepts. That is, one is the constancy of light speed, and second is the non the light doesn't have a universal constant speed, and space is not empty. Space is filled with space filling substance. So a theory of relativity is we need to correct that idea.